Hi, welcome to another Witch Doctors DIY Garage, where we show you how to do it yourself so you can save some money. I'm going to talk about something today from Arlen Ness. It's called their LED turn signal kit. These are super cool, badass all the way for cross countries. You can mount them on anything, but they're made for cross countries, front or rear. They come black, they come chrome. These are LEDs, super bright. They are a direct plug-in. Okay, so there's no splicing, no cutting, no nothing. Just plug them in. You can get them. These ones we have here are amber. You can get them with red lights as well. We offer them on the website, witchdoctors.com. They can go in the front or the rear, direct bolt in. The other thing is, if you guys with the jackpots or any other bike, you want to install these, you can do them the same way. These particular ones fit 2010 and up cross country. You do not need a load equalizer with these. Since they're LED and your stock bike's LED, you don't need a load equalizer. If you put them on a bike with an incandescent bulb, you will need a load equalizer. And then what you have to do, say you're putting these on a jackpot, you have to cut the end of the wire off, and then you have to splice on the factory connector from your bike. So we have a video on wiring. We show you how to do splicing and all that kind of stuff, so it's real easy. Watch that video and you'll learn a lot of tips. But again, this is plug and play, 2010 up cross country. Awesome. We're going to show you how easy these are to install, and for you guys that don't like those big Dumbo ear turn signals, this is your solution. So we'll go down to the bike and we'll show you how to put these things on. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to take the front fairing off. Now we've already got everything unbolted. You can watch our other videos that show how to get this fairing off. We're not going to go over that again. But just get the fairing off. Cover your fender up so you don't scratch it. And then you can kind of just rest this here. Now what you want to do, you follow your turn signal wires up, okay? And you have to disconnect them. The way you disconnect them is, if you look right here, there's a little tab right here. Just push that little tab down, and you need a little poker. Your finger really probably won't do it. Push that little tab down and you'll see it come right apart. Okay? Push that and it'll come right apart. Now, if you get sidetracked, you can always remember these are labeled right hand turn, and the other one will be labeled left hand turn right there, so you won't screw it up. You know, you don't get them backwards. But that's what you do. Now your fairing's ready to come off. So you can take your fairing off, you can set it on the bench. We'll just leave it right here so you can see in the video. But you have a 10mm bolt back here. I'll try to turn this so you can see it. There's a 10mm bolt right here. We're just going to take that bolt off. And that's all there is to taking the turn signal out. That through the hole, and your turn signal comes off. So it's that easy. You're going to take your new signal, you're going to slide that through the hole. If you notice, on the back side here, it has that little prong. That goes in the back hole. So you'll see there's a hole there for that, to line that up. And you just put the bolt back in. And you're going to tighten that back up. Just snug it up, don't go crazy, just snug it up. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. And we'll put the chrome one on this side, just so when we're done, you guys that want to see what the chrome looks like, you can compare them in the video, the black one to the chrome one. But they both go on the exact same way. Line that little prong up. These do work on the rear fender as well, and we'll show you kind of how to do that. I have a fender off here and we'll show you what to do. Okay, so then you're just going to plug these back on. Real simple, just line that hole up with the tab, snap it on, make sure you hear it click. Okay, you're going to pop your fairing back on. And now we're going to try them out. So you should be able to just turn your bike on. And you can see them, and then there's your four ways. So you can see how bright those are. Tremendous difference over stock. They are much smaller. I'll give you a size comparison here. But they're much smaller than what was on there. So that gives you, roughly the size comparison. A lot sleeker look for you guys that want to dress stuff up. And just for safety factor, they are that much brighter. So they're awesome. Again, you see how easy that is. So we'll come back and we'll show you what it looks like on the rear fender. We have the rear fender off. So now what you have to do is down here, the connectors are the exact same as what's in the front, okay? You got a zip tie. You have to cut that zip tie. Make sure you don't cut into your wiring. And get that connector out. Do the exact same thing. Just going to push that little tab in. Okay, and that gets that turn signal off. Cut the other one. Okay. Now, what we have to do is we have to take these 10mm bolts off, because that's holding that bracket that holds the lights. And for you guys that want to know why I don't have a towel under this fender, because the fender's smashed. That's why. So if you were doing this, make sure you put a towel down or some cardboard or something so you don't scratch it up. And then this just kind of is stuck on there, so it'll just come off. Pull your wires out. Kind of don't mess your gasket up if you don't have to. That way it'll be a little bit easier. Now, on the back of this, instead of a 10mm bolt, we have an Allen bolt. So we have to take those Allen bolts out. A wrench really isn't the right one to do this, but a little bit too big. Okay, and just pull your wire out. And again, that little prong on the back goes in the little hole there. It's pretty obvious really, because it doesn't go really any other way, but get that so you can see what I'm doing here. You're just going to bolt this back on. This would definitely be a little easier if you had an Allen socket versus this big wrench. And then we'll do the same thing with the chrome so you can see what chrome looks like. And again, for you guys that want to get red signals on the back, I know you guys, a lot of you guys ask about that. These do come with red LED lights. So normally you would put, say, the amber on the front. So you have to check your state, what your laws are, because I know some laws you have to have the amber on the back. So make sure you check with that before you go through all this and then get a ticket. Okay, so that's that. So you're just going to do the exact same thing. You're going to put your wire through the hole. Kind of fish them down even so you don't pinch them off. And that's basically how it'll look for you. Get a rag and kind of clean that fender off a little bit, but that's how it looks. So you can see how much better that looks. Much smaller, and again, a size comparison for you. There's your difference. So just a much sleeker look. If you run one of our Game Ender rear fenders, our fiberglass fenders, you can actually put those in there. You have to make a little mount because you don't use any of this. You could if you wanted to, but most guys don't. But it will work. So you can really dress that up. Have some really bright turn signals in the back, so for safety reasons, so you're well seen. So that's how you install the Arlen Ness LED turn signal kit. Thanks for watching.